Hello everyone, I'm Sandhani Dutta, Assistant Professor, Department of English from LGB Girls College, Tezpur. In today's session, we will have a brief description of a sonnet with special discussion on the Petrarchan sonnet and Shakespearean sonnet. This session is for the undergraduate students pursuing English literature. At the end of the session, the students will have a brief idea of what a sonnet is and will be able to differentiate between a Petrarchan sonnet and a Shakespearean sonnet. So, what is a sonnet? A sonnet is a verse form consists of 14 lines. The subject matter of a sonnet is ideally love. The sonnet is always written in an iambic pentameter. The word sonnet is derived from the Italian word sonetto, meaning a little song. This form was developed in the 12th century in Italy by the Italian poet Giacomo da Lentini. However, it was Francisco Petrarch who perfected this form in Italy. This form was brought to England in the 16th century from Italy by Sir Thomas Wyatt and Henry Howard, Earl of Surrey. A sonnet is typically divided into two types: the Petrarchan sonnet, which is also known as the Italian sonnet, and the Shakespearean sonnet, also known as the English sonnet or the Elizabethan sonnet. So, what is a Petrarchan sonnet? It was Francisco Petrarch who perfected this form of sonnet in the 14th century. Hence, this sonnet is named after him. This sonnet is divided into two parts, the octave and the sestate. The octave consists of 8 lines and the sestate consists of 6 lines. The octave sets up a problem, an argument or a question, while the sestate resolves it. This shift in the subject matter or turn of thought is called volta, and it usually occurs between the 6th line and the 8th line of the sonnet. The theme of a Petrarchan sonnet is usually love. The rhyme scheme of the octave of a Petrarchan sonnet is always ABBA, ABBA, while the rhyme scheme of the sestate is flexible and it varies. Here I have shown an example of Sonnet 159 of Francisco Petrarch. In this sonnet we see that the first 8 lines, that is the octave, follows the ABBA rhyme scheme, while the sestate follows the CDC DCD rhyme scheme. The next variety of sonnet which we are going to discuss is the Shakespearean sonnet, also known as the English sonnet or the Elizabethan sonnet. This sonnet was developed by Henry Howard, Earl of Surrey. However, it was perfected by William Shakespeare in the 16th century. Hence, this form of sonnet is named after him. This sonnet is divided into 3 quatrains consisting of 4 lines each and a concluding couplet of 2 lines. The quatrain sets up a problem, an argument or a question, while the concluding couplet resolves it. In this form of sonnet, the volta or the turn of thought usually occurs in the beginning of the 3rd quatrain. The theme of a Shakespearean sonnet is friendship, time, beauty and mortality. A Shakespearean sonnet follows the ABAB, CDCD, EFEF, GG rhyme scheme. Here I have shown the example of Sonnet 65 of William Shakespeare, where the first 3 quatrains follows the ABAB, CDCD, EFEF rhyme scheme, while the concluding couplet follows the GG rhyme scheme. So, let us have a brief summary of what we learn. In this session we learn what is a sonnet and the 2 important types of a sonnet, that is the Petrarchan sonnet and Shakespearean sonnet, and its structure, with its rhyme scheme. These are the references from which I have cited. Please post your valuable comments and suggestions in the ID given below. Thank you very much.